Someone else can feel it. Only you can let it in. No one else. Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 5 of Geek in the Sheets. I'm Joby Wan Kenobi. I'll be your host this week, and this week we have Bad Guy and D Money. How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
I'm
Doing
alive.
great.
You're alive. Good to
Yeah.
hear. Good to hear.
And the Colts took their future quarterback, the future GOAT.
And the Raiders did not take a criminal yet. So, Kenny, what have you been geeking out about this week?
What have I been geeking about this week? I did find out, I don't know if it's on your docket, but I did find out that Spider-Man is getting a rated R movie, ?
Yep, Craven.
No, not even that. It's just like not saying a villain origin story, and I'm talking about Spider-Man. He's getting his own, like they announced.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know if it's fake or real, but
that's interesting. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if Tom Holland's old enough to do a rated R movie, but
I think it's going to be Spider-Man Noir. But if it's
that would be good.
Yeah,
if it's that, that'll be cold. So yeah, so I'm all things Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm all for that. I'm kind of done with the Spider-Man villain movies already. Like I don't like them trying to, I guess, humanize or desensitize our villains.
You just want them to be villains?
Yeah, just be villains. I mean, not every villain needs to be like, oh man, I really feel for him. Sometimes you can just be evil just to be evil. Like
right. Sometimes he's just dick.
Yeah, like sometimes that's just cold. It's like, okay, like you just
we don't need the origin story. Too many origin stories.
Yeah. I need another Batman origin story movie.
No, you don't.
I'm kidding. I really don't.
They don't even do
another
those
Spider-Man
anymore.
comic run.
Yeah, they don't even do that anymore. They're just like, well, we know their parents died.
I was really expecting that when the Tom Holland Spider-Man series started, that the first one was going to be an origin story, and I was like, please don't. Like, we do not need that again.
They skipped it.
Damone, what have you been geeking out about this week?
So I'm hoping that the movie theater near me, the drive-in, has Lego, Mario and the D&D movie, because my wife wants to see both of them. I already saw the D&D movie, but I really do want to see Mario.
I would love to see D&D again.
Yeah, me too. So I'm hoping that like this week I can't go, but the following week I'm hoping that they still have those two together at the drive-in, so we can go see those together.
Yeah, Mario was fire. I mean, it's definitely like geared more towards kids, but I think it's still good. Like especially like just like the nostalgia of seeing things, I guess. Like, I mean, obviously I still play like Mario games once in a while, but just like seeing them on a movie and like the people that were playing them, like Jack Black, Seth Rogen, like they all did a really good job. So then obviously, Jack Black singing the Peaches song is fire.
I'm gonna say that song is fire.
Yeah. Peaches. That's so funny in the movie. Bowser's honestly probably the best character in the movie. Peaches. Yeah, so this week I've been basically just geeking out about Dead Island 2 that came out last week, and it's pretty fun. I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not after last episode. We did like the trailer watch of Dead Island 2, and I forgot that it was a first-person game, and I don't really care for first-person games anymore, and especially like a melee-style first-person game. But it's been pretty fun so far, and they have interesting controls they added into it. They added Alexa into it. I don't know if you guys seen that when I put it in the chat, but
yeah,
you can use Alexa to like call to zombies to get them to run towards you, and then you can use it to like change your weapon and stuff. Interesting features that someone will probably use one time and then never touch it again.
Did you try them?
I don't have Alexa, so no.
Oh.
There was a horror game that did something like that too, but they were like they were mannequins and they were like following you around. If you saw that, it was real creepy. It was real dark. You see them like you can never really see them moving, but you kind of like see them get closer and closer, like as you're like walking around, and you try to be quiet as well. But yeah, that's another one like that. I think they use that same feature. I don't know if it's Alexa, but I know it's something like about the
voice
Like an
controls.
AI or
Yeah.
voice control.
Do you guys watch Doctor Who at all?
No,
No. Okay.
it's
So
too many seasons.
it is too many seasons. I tried to give it a shot. I turned on one episode, and you reminded me with the mannequins. The only episode of Doctor Who I've ever seen scared the fuck out of me because it was mannequins coming to life and chasing the Doctor around, and I did not like that at all.
Do you have a fear of mannequins?
No, but seeing that was just
He
creepy
said
as
that
hell.
He said that.
It was strange. I'm not down with that. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about this week. So first things first, I want you guys to tell me which set of free games between PlayStation and Xbox this month that you think is better. So Xbox is getting a puzzle. So this is Xbox games with gold for May. So they're getting, I think it's pronounced HOA. It's HOA. It's a puzzle platformer. Never heard of it. Looks like an indie game. Could be good. I don't know. The best game on the list that they're getting is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. So that's like the pod racing game from Episode 1. I don't remember playing it, but I remember seeing it, and it looks enjoyable. I'll definitely give it a shot, but apparently
it's a game I play like a couple of times and then
I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I'd rather just have like an Episode 1 game.
Is it a new game or is it
no
that old game we had back in the day?
I think it's PlayStation 1, so they remastered it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know the cover art. I've seen it on a PlayStation disc, but like I don't think I've ever touched it. I don't like Star Wars games that are like vehicle related.
Yeah, they're usually super hard to like navigate and use.
My dad
not really enjoyable
games. My dad loves those games. I think it was Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. I think on the original Xbox, that was his game.
I had one on GameCube. Never touched this. Squadrons that came out a few years ago. Didn't like that.
I tried Squadrons.
I love Star Wars, but those games are not great.
Yeah, I got that for free, and I was like, I'm not touching this shit. I played the ones I play are like the Battlefronts, like the old Battlefront and the new Battlefront.
Battlefronts are fire.
Yeah, those are like the ones I played.
So those are the Xbox games. They're only getting 2. For PlayStation for May, it's Grid Legends, which is a racing game that came out last year. Just your typical racing game. I think it's just like F1 cars, stuff like that. Chivalry 2, which is a medieval multiplayer hack and slash game. And then Descenders, which is a game that I have been addicted to the past couple of weeks. Been playing it on Xbox, but I seen that it was the PlayStation Plus game for next month, and it is so much fun. It's like a Souls game. So if you die, you start the game over, but it's a BMX like mountain bike downhill game. So you have to you get like 5 lives, and you have to complete all these levels going downhill. But it gets fucking crazy, like trying to control the bike and stuff. But it's pretty fun and addicting. It looked really bad, but I tried it, and I literally play it every single day now.
Yeah, sounds like PlayStation got it.
Yeah, I'd say PlayStation got it. You had me sold on PlayStation when you said medieval hack and slash.
Yeah.
So, because I get to be a knight.
Yeah.
Then I'm sold.
The only thing that
is it like For Honor? Is it like For Honor?
Yeah. So it's online only.
Okay,
I'm good with that.
I don't like online only medieval games. Like For Honor, like the single player was okay on it. The multiplayer is just like it's too much.
I've never played it. I have it, but I've never played it.
It's completely different when you're playing single player to multiplayer too, because it's like you have to when you're doing single player, you have to decide which way they're attacking you from it. You have to hold up on the toggle if you think they're going to be attacking from above or to the left, to the right, and if you miss, then you get hit. But the online's just like a hack and slash, basically.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
But yeah, I definitely think PlayStation got it as well.
So it's like a good game night game to play.
A good what?
A good game night game to play. We just start fucking each other up as knights.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that'd be cool if you could just do
money
private matches. That'd be pretty cool. I hope it's something where you can do that, not just huge multiplayer matches with randoms. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be down for that. So next thing, Minecraft Legends came out last week. I doubt either of you guys played it, but I wanted to talk about that for a minute. So
yeah, I've
My
never played a
kids,
Minecraft game in my
my
life.
kids like Minecraft, and they tried to get me to play it. They actually made me download it on my phone, and I paid for it. It was like $5 on my phone, and I haven't touched it in like since. I don't know how to play it at all.
So this is not a normal Minecraft game. This is an RTS game. So it's like Command and Conquer. If you've played games like that before, very strange doing it in a Minecraft world. So you like you're controlling these armies of like creepers and skeletons and all that. The game is so short. I beat it in I think it was like 7 hours or something like that. And I feel like their method of teaching you how to play the game was absolutely horrible. I had to go on YouTube and look so much stuff up because and like beating a game in 6 hours, everything's fresh in my head. So them not really teaching me the game that well really was a turnoff for it. But also,
to be fair, it's a
beating game in
Minecraft
6 hours.
game. It's a Minecraft game, so it's mostly
it's for
for
kids.
children. So kids are like, it's not going to take that. It's going to take them 60 hours because they're not going to think to
True,
look it up on
true.
YouTube. And even
They're
if they
always on
do,
YouTube.
even if they do, that is true. Even if they do, they're not going to figure it out. It's still going to take them forever.
Right.
So when y'all are stuck on a mission on a game, do y'all look it up or do y'all try to figure it
absolutely.
Eventually, I'll look it up. I'll just say, fuck this, I'm done. Like if I get to the point where I'm about to throw my controller, I'll take a minute, take a break, and I'll like start looking stuff up on it.
As a kid, I used to be like, man, like you really be stuck. But now I'm like, I don't have time for this shit. Let me go ahead and look this up real quick. I'll type in the level and everything and watch the little walkthrough and be like, oh, okay, so I missed that. Like,
yeah. I didn't see that thing when that was that one small thing that was over there. I've been standing in this 2-foot block. If I stepped over 2 more inches, it was right there.
I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna do that.
Yeah, I definitely have to do that with games too. I playing through Resident Evil 4, I had to do it quite a few times because I was getting like extremely stuck and running back to places where I always was or already was.
That's me with Resident Evil in general. Anytime I play those games, I'm usually stuck like early, and I'm just like, yeah, let me go ahead and look this up. I don't feel like doing this.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, I also like games where it's telling me where to go and telling me what to do. I don't like when it's just like,
figure it out.
Here's the game, figure it out. Like Elden Ring, it was the game of the year last year, and I don't like it because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, some games will give you hints. It'll be like, "Have you tried looking?"
I don't want hints.
Such and such, and blah blah. You know, they had a little thing pop up after so long.
I want it to be like on GTA 5 when you pick a waypoint and it's showing you arrows on the ground. It's like this is the path you want to take.
Hey, here, dummy.
Yeah, right here. And then they're like a huge icon above their head, just flashing.
But even
talk to me.
What I learned is don't go with Joe to an escape room.
We are not getting out.
Yeah, even with the like the arrows over that, there's still some games I still like not have trouble like trying to figure out how to win, but it's like I'll be still stuck on a mission. Like there's one mission on GTA I got stuck on, that GTA 5. It's the one you got to save your daughter, and you guys are on like the on the little like the what's the word I'm looking for?
The like jet ski.
Yeah, I don't know why I can think of that. Jet skis. And literally, I got stuck on that mission for so damn long to the point where I memorized the words of what they say.
That's the worst when you get to the point where like you know the cutscene, but it's an unskippable cutscene.
Oh god, unskippable.
And you gotta sit through that cutscene, and you're like,
or you can skip it, but they still say the same shit as soon as you start the mission.
Right. Yeah,
that one was like, "Come on, Dad, it's Los Santos." That part is crazy.
Yeah, I hate unskippable cutscenes if you've already seen it. It makes no sense to me. Like, I definitely understand like forcing someone to watch it for the first time.
Right.
But when you've already seen it and it's like a part where you just keep dying or failing the mission, whatever the case is, and they just keep making you watch the 2-minute cutscene or 3-minute or 6-minute, however the hell long it is.
Like, damn it, like,
just give me an option to skip it.
Also, games should have more skippable. Like, I should be able to skip parts more often. Like if I'm stuck, I should be able to like, you know what? Fuck this. Give me a skip option. I just want to skip this mission. Let me go to the next part.
And sometimes it's like,
Skip
okay,
the
I've beaten
mission.
this game, but like, say you got it on a new system, like it's remastered, or you know, like you lost the save, some shit like that. Like I've already seen this before. Like, why do I have to watch this? Like, just let me get the option to skip it.
Yeah. If you're
Sometimes
just
I got
trying to
shit to
play the
do.
game.
Let me go ahead and skip it.
So as far as games, we're just gonna stick to the games for right now. Tomorrow, Star Wars comes out. So when this episode airs, it's already gonna be out. But the new Star Wars game comes out tomorrow. I'm super excited. I got it pre-ordered. Definitely playing it right when I wake up. Did you guys play the last one that came out?
No.
I did, but I never beat it. You know me, I'm terrible with like this. Ever since like the PS3 days, I've been slacking when it comes to beating story games, and that's one of
I
the ones
think
that
I
was
downloaded it. I think I downloaded it because it was free on PlayStation, or Travis has it. I don't remember, but I downloaded it and I haven't touched it.
It is so good. I think that is probably the best Star Wars game since like The Force Unleashed was good, but I think that this is like a
never beat that
whole
one
new
either.
level. Battlefronts are obviously really good, but like this series I just know is going to be phenomenal. The last one was really good, and then this one, from what I've taken away from like trailers and stuff, they added in a couple things. Fast travel, huge. Fast travel is my favorite thing in video games. Don't make me
Yeah,
walk all over the
yeah.
place. I
True.
cannot stand that.
Oh
I
my god!
I don't know if I told you guys when I played through Red Dead Redemption 2, I didn't know that there was fast travel. I rode
Me
my
neither.
horse everywhere.
Me neither. I found it the hard way, and I was like,
I
damn it.
beat the game and then found out there was fast travel.
Yeah, that map is fucking huge.
It is huge. Yeah.
So yeah,
I was always like, I would set my control, like so happy they had a feature where it would just follow the road with the horse. You just hold down A or whatever it was, and then it would just follow the road. I would set my controller down, walk away for 10 minutes, come back, still not at the location.
yeah. There's fast travel. You just gotta pay for it to get there. I remember the original Assassin's Creed didn't have fast travel.
Nope.
So like when you wanted to go from one place to another, you had to ride your horse or whatever to get there. That was such a pain in the ass, and you wasted so much time. It'd be like 20 minutes of just riding a horse to get to one location. It's like, I've been to this city multiple times. Just let me fast travel.
That's how GTA is the same thing too. Because we used to play online together, and like there's always the one person that's driving. You be like, all right, like you like I don't feel like doing this. Bro. You go ahead, you got it. Like, we used to take turns. That shit was trash.
Yeah, Dead Island was kind of getting aggravating to me this past couple of days because there wasn't fast travel. But I just unlocked it today and I was like, thank fucking God, because the map was just getting bigger and bigger. And I can't keep running back to the main starting zone all the time to turn in missions. They also added in mounts to the new Star Wars game. So also really good, just getting around faster. Love mounts in games. And then two different styles of playing. There's a blaster, which they did not have in the first one, so you can shoot enemies now. A broadsword. So the Kylo Ren style lightsaber you can use now. So just like a heavy attack style of playing, which I think looks pretty good. So very excited to play that tomorrow.
Yeah, not everyone in Star Wars uses a traditional lightsaber, so that makes sense.
Yeah, well, they have other like ways you can play. There's just the dual lightsabers. They have obviously just the normal lightsaber. They have the like Darth Maul style lightsaber where it connects together.
Yeah.
So they have a bunch of different styles. It's just those were the two that I know, like from the trailers that I noticed that they added. Redfall comes out next week, so that is a. Did you guys ever play Borderlands?
Yeah. I played
No, I never played Borderlands.
Okay. So basically, what I gathered from watching the trailer for it, well, it actually came on TV. I seen it a couple days ago. So it's a vampire slaying game, and it looked like it was like a style of Borderlands. So it wasn't like a scary, serious vampire slaying game.
Real goofy.
Yeah, it was like a goofy, cartoony, like magic, like a bunch of just. It was like it's a 4-player co-op vampire slaying game, but it looks pretty good. It's free on Xbox day one, so definitely going to be playing it. I don't know if it's an Xbox exclusive though.
That
So
sounds like you had me at vampire, lost me at co-op.
well, you don't have to play co-op.
Okay. Yeah, I love vampire shit. So
I like a good co-op game.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever played a vampire game. I can't even think of any vampire games that there would have been.
We had quite a few. We had like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We had what was it called? Legacy of Kain or some shit. That one. We had Blood Rain.
Oh, I remember the only game I remember ever being a vampire or fighting vampires was I know Skyrim. Did Skyrim have vampires?
I would assume Skyrim
I know
I'd be shocked if they didn't.
I know Oblivion definitely did because I played the shit out of Oblivion. Like I played Oblivion I beat Oblivion like 3 or 4 times. And I know it had vampires because like almost every time I played it, I would be a vampire because you got like extra powers and stuff. But the shitty thing was you couldn't be out during the day. But I know Oblivion definitely had vampires, but I love a good vampire anything pretty much.
We had quite a few vampire games actually.
I've been thinking about playing Skyrim again. I feel like it's overdue for another run through of that.
For some reason I can't get into Skyrim, even though I loved Oblivion and they're similar.
Yeah, Oblivion was really
on PS3.
Good. Oh, it was on PS3. It was on PS4. It was on PS5.
Whichever one. I'm saying whichever one started off PS3. I went up to this girl's house back in the day. You know, I was trying to get some, and literally, she was playing Skyrim, and I watched her run around for a good hour and a half, just literally just running around. I'm just sitting there looking like this is all this is. like not doing anything. She was just running around a field, and I'm just sitting there looking like. You gotta do
I remember I did something dumb like that. It was like to get something. Oh, some rating up. I don't remember what it was.
The crouching.
No, it wasn't crouching. It was like I was like hitting something like just repeatedly and over for like a good hour just to get like one skill up to like a 99. But like it was literally just doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I did that. I always did that with sneaking. I would always just sneak everywhere to get that up. Everywhere. I was always crouching.
Always sneaking. Every single time. Every time. Just all the time sneaking. Just to get my sneaking up.
That sounds awful.
It's just like the way that the game works. Like everything has its own level. So like lock picking. Like when you level up, you don't level up. Like all of your attributes don't go up. It's whatever you leveled up.
Yeah, right. No, I know I know what you mean because like that shit's annoying. We have to keep doing that. Like they had back in the day, I think it was 2K19 to get your passing up. You had to throw alley oops up.
Oh yuck!
And literally, you would be doing that shit to like get the badges. That shit fucking sucked. You got to throw like 300 alley oops. You were just throwing that shit up for no reason. That shit. I hate doing shit like that. Just give me the option. Just like when I like the tribute point, let me put it there. I don't like having to do the same shit over and over again. It's awful.
Now I want to play Oblivion.
Oblivion was so Oblivion and Skyrim both came out on PS3.
Yeah,
so,
I played Oblivion on Xbox 360.
That's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been about the same time.
So I just double checked, and so Redfall, the vampire game, is an Xbox only game, and it's made by Bethesda, so the people that make Skyrim.
Boo.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm not trying to run around for an hour and a
half. So next up, Zelda, that comes out May 12th. They just had another trailer release. And IGN posted like their video of them being able to play the game for the couple hours. Couple things I noticed with that, also great. The traveling is different, so you can basically like make anything into a vehicle, which is interesting. So like what I seen them do was grab like a sheet of metal and then they put 2 fans on it, and then they were able to fly it off of a mountain onto like another mountain. But just like it's like an ability that you get to just merge items together that you just find out and about.
That's
So
cool. Like you can like craft your own vehicles.
basically, yeah, I seen them. They tried to make a hot air balloon, which it did not work. So hopefully they make like a patch for it to work because they found like basically like it looked like a hot air balloon and they put a fan inside of it and it did nothing. Which you think it would like push the balloon up, but
You would think.
I've never played a Zelda game ever in my
oh,
life.
I love Zelda.
I've played a little bit of one. I never I didn't really care for it that much.
Because people always talk about Breath of the Wild and blah blah blah.
Breath of the Wild is the one I don't care about. Honestly,
that's the one everybody always.
Yeah, that is the one that everyone like loves.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So it turned me off because the game. I hate when weapons break in games, and in Zelda Breath of the Wild, no matter what weapon you have, it'll break. There's a durability. You can't fix it. It's just when you use it, when durability's gone forever. You get the best weapon in the game, it's going to go away. So I just feel like that's a really dumb feature. So I stopped playing it. I'm hoping that it's fixed in this one. I don't plan on buying this one day one because I want to know if that's in the game or not. Because I'm not about to waste $70 this dumb price increase on games to just be disappointed again.
Yeah, I don't like that feature. Like, if you're gonna make it so it breaks, make it so I can fix it.
Right. That island has that. They have like workbenches you can go to, and you just use the materials you find to repair your weapon. Makes sense.
Right.
Why can you not do it in Zelda?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I get wear and tear and durability. Like, if I'm using it all the time, it's gonna have wear and tear. But like, if I use my hammer every day, my hammer doesn't just disintegrate.
Exactly.
You have a nail,
it just disappears into dust. The other thing I noticed in it was that you could fuse things to weapons, which I thought was pretty cool. So you guys ever play a game where it has like a mechanic where like a big ball will start rolling down a hill and you have to get out of the way?
Like Crash Bandicoot?
Yes, like a Crash Bandicoot. So in the gameplay that they were showing, Link runs up and like runs past one of those balls, runs down the hill and equips it to his sword. Obviously, it shrinks the ball down, but you can just equip random things to your weapons, which I think is cool. You can add it to like your shields and stuff. So I feel like it's very like customizable in the game now for just being able to make basically anything into like a vehicle or make anything into a weapon. So I think that's going to be an interesting feature. Immortals of I don't know if this is pronounced Avium or Avium. Did I send you guys a trailer for that one?
Yeah, you did. I watched it this afternoon.
That game looks fun.
That game looks hard. That game
does look really cool.
I really want that game. I did not know anything about this. It comes out July 20th. So I'm surprised I didn't hear anything about this. But like, if you have not seen the trailer, you gotta watch it. It's made by EA, and it is.
Yeah, you can tell.
It is. It looks so beautiful. Like,
yeah, I was looking at the visuals on there were crazy, and like the powers they were using, I was like, this looks crazy.
Yeah,
I felt like it was it almost felt like an Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just seeing him like earthbend and bring up the fucking earth to stop one of the abilities, and then throw like a fireball at him.
Yeah, the villain looks hard. Well, the villain looks like
the game looks hard in general.
Villain.
And then the one guy going off the cliff, and you see like I don't know if there's a dragon or some shit, whatever that shit ate him, and then came up. Like, I was like, oh, this shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it looks super good. I'm surprised it was made by EA, honestly, because I feel like they don't normally dabble in games like that. But I'm hoping it's good. So we'll see. I'm assuming there's probably any more trailers that come out, but that gameplay video was phenomenal. So TV shows, Witcher season 3 coming out June 29th. Do you guys watch? I know Damone said he doesn't watch Witcher. You watch it at all?
No, I did not watch The Witcher. I never even played the games. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I never played the games, but the show is very good.
My wife watched.
Pretty pumped for it.
I think the first season of The Witcher, but I didn't watch it, but I know she watched it and she said it was good, and I know people love that show, but
Yeah, like I said, I never played the games, but the show is really good. So I mean, you don't really have to play the game to watch it to enjoy it. So, but I noticed Henry Cavill was in it, and I thought that he wasn't supposed to be in season 3. But I thought
he's
that
not
he
Superman
quit,
anymore, so he got time.
Yeah, very true.
Got bills to pay still.
You're not wrong.
So I'm not gonna be happy, but I'll do it.
Speaking of which, though, Flash trailer 2 came out, and I wish Henry Cavill was in that. But
That's
Flash,
crazy.
the second trailer for the Flash looks so good. That's probably the movie I'm most excited about this year.
I got a question about not even to get into Ezra Miller why he be fucking up so like that, but it's the why is Henry Cavill like not in it? I don't know the whole him and the Rock thing. I don't know what's going on with that. I never really looked into it.
I honestly don't know. I don't know what the
think
deal
like
is with
they're like I think like they don't like each other or something. Like The Rock talks shit about him or vice versa, and so like they don't get along. So it was pretty much like either
pick one or the other.
Pick one or the other, and they picked The Rock because he's the bigger star.
Name.
Here's the bigger name. So
wait, what does The Rock have to do with it?
He's Black Adam.
From Black Adam. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I kept seeing things where they were like The Rock's the reason why we don't have Superman and blah, blah, blah. I was looking like what, but I didn't care enough to look. You know, I'm more about Marvel anyway, so I didn't really care enough to look like that. But never know.
The Rock's built like a superhero though.
Well, Henry Cavill, he's huge too though. Like I mean, he's not as big as The Rock, but like
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you don't get that damn big. That man's huge. It doesn't make no sense how big he is now.
Speaking of Marvel, though, Agatha from Wanda and Vision, they announced a show for that coming out either the end of this year or next year. I'm not excited for it, and the reason why, it's a musical.
Oh, whoa! Wait a minute. I was like, okay, wait a minute. That threw me all the way off. Why?
That threw me off too when I was reading about it. I was like,
Marvel just doing shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Marvel be pissing me off.
I will say this one thing though, as I hate musicals in real life. I can't stand them. But that little musical number they did on Hawkeye, it's my shit. He was like, smash, smash, smash. I was like, oh yeah, I like this.
I don't mind. So like TV shows, when they have I feel like every TV show nowadays has their musical episode, which is a very strange thing to have in every show nowadays. But
it's a trope.
It doesn't make sense.
It's weird. When I was watching Lucifer recently, it was like I think it was the final season. One of the episodes was just like randomly a musical, and I'm like, what is going on right now? And it's because God entered the show and God likes to make everyone sing and dance. I'm like, what is this bullshit right
it
now?
Makes sense.
But yeah, hilarious. I don't want to watch an entire Marvel musical TV show. That's
too much.
Too much.
I don't know what it's just like. I can't stand it. Like I don't like. Okay, now if you, the weird thing is I like biopics. I like movies based about like a musician's real life. That's cool.
Yep.
There's some singing in there because that's your song. You're on stage singing. But I don't like if we're having a situation and we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. If some person's like, "We need to prepare," it's like, what?
Yeah.
Like what? It takes me out of it every time.
Wait, is The Lion King a musical?
Technically, yeah.
Is it?
Technically, all those Disney movies are musicals. I think those are the ones that get a pass for me. I can do. I think Lion King I can do, but usually I don't like that kind of shit.
The actual like theater one's really good, but because I saw it before.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
I saw we went in like 5 or 6 years ago. We went to Shays in Buffalo and we watched the musical version of Lion King. It's not the same story. Like I bet it's basically the same story, but they changed parts of it.
What do they hold up for Simba?
I will say this, like,
you
saw that.
Like it was a baby doll, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember.
It was very innovative how they did it. I would definitely say that. When I saw it, because I saw it years ago. And when they showed Mufasa dying, that shit was lit the way they did it, though. You saw all the lights like, just falling like, It was hard how they did. I was like, okay, like I'll give you props. Like I said, I'm not into that kind of stuff, but that shit was hard.
I don't think I've ever actually gone and seen a play besides like the ones when you were in like middle school and high school, and they're like,
And,
all
like-
right, you're being forced to watch
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Christmas
only one I've ever
Carol.
seen. And that's because we
Yeah.
went. My dad's friend got it for us as a gift, so we all went as a family.
Yeah, the Lion King's I think the Lion King is the only one I've seen like in person, but that's because I love the Lion King, and it was fire though.
My thing is like I did try. I think me and Abby tried going to a musical a few years ago, and I was like, man, please be over. Like, please be over. Please be over. And then it stopped, and then they were like, we're taking
Intermission.
our intermission here.
Yeah,
We're
they had
halfway
an
through, and I'm
intermission.
like, there's no fucking way I am coming back for the second intermission. We are leaving. I am not doing this. That is too long. If the movie's an hour and a half and the musical is 5
why is it
hours
4
long,
hours?
why? Where are you getting all this extra content?
The songs, you gotta sing the songs, and
They're
they gotta
doing the full
add
version
extra
of the songs.
Yeah,
God
they're doing the full
damn.
version of the songs.
I don't want that.
Hakuna Matata is a 20-minute repeat.
Oh my gosh!
We are one away.
And then you, and then the actual musical version, they gonna stretch it out too.
Yeah,
What a wonderful thing, Hakuna Matata. You're like, oh my god! Ain't no fashion queen.
Honestly, that would be a fire
He's so
game. I need
worried.
a Lion King game.
You said
There's a Lion King game.
No. You don't know the stress of playing that damn Lion King game on Sega.
Oh, I know
Genesis.
it. I have it on my Switch.
Oh
you?
my gosh!
They have it on.
one?
They have it on Xbox and PlayStation too. It's
You know what I gotta get?
Don't do it. I'm being dead
it's
serious.
cheap
Do
too. You get it's a bundle. You get the Lion King, you get Aladdin, and you get
That's the one I got.
what's the other one? There's one.
It
other
was just
game.
2 games when I got it.
You
It was just
sold
those 2
me
games.
with just those 2. Those are my
No.
those are my 2
The
favorite.
Aladdin
Disney
game
games.
was my favorite one.
Those are my 2
Lion
favorite
fun.
Disney movies.
The Lion King one's hard as fuck though. That's
I was gonna say,
probably
the
one of the
Lion
hardest
King
games.
one? Oh my gosh, you will stress the fuck out trying to do that. When you get to that part when he's like, I just can't wait to be king, and you stressing out trying to fucking beat that part.
Yeah, you ain't even gonna be the
my
prince when you're
God.
done.
Yeah, when I got it, I think it was only
It's $20
$4?
when it first came out.
I got it on sale. It was like $4, and I think it was just those 2 games, and then the other one had like Toy Story and something else in it. I had all those games back in the Sega Genesis days, but this one just had Aladdin and Lion King, and that Lion King stressed me out as an adult. I was like, I was having trouble with it back in the day. Let me see if I can play it now. I was still getting pissed off playing that game.
Nope, I know what I gotta buy.
Come on, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, you are definitely gonna be pissed. And it is just Aladdin and Lion King. It's $20 to buy it digitally. Oh no, there is a third game. It's the Jungle Book. You can get the Jungle Book added into it.
Okay, see, I didn't get that. The one I had just those 2 games, and I streamed myself playing Lion King, and I turned that stream off so quick because I felt myself starting to rage, and I was like, you're not gonna get me. I was like, you're not gonna get me like this. I promise you're not gonna make me rage over this game.
Yeah, I definitely almost threw my controller when I was playing Lion King. But so you could pay $20 for Aladdin and Lion King, or you could pay $29.50 for Jungle Book, Aladdin, and Lion King. So obviously, just get the 3-pack.
Get the 3-pack. I'm gonna have to do that.
That's how much it was when it first came out, though. So I mean, you could probably find it on sale, like if you go to like GameStop or something.
Probably, yeah.
If you definitely people have traded that in after getting pissed off. I know I traded my copy in real quick.
Yeah, I got mine digitally, so I still have that shit. I just don't have it downloaded and ready again.
And Kenny's like, I'm never downloading it again.
Bro, that shit, I'm trying to tell you, that shit will piss you off.
Yeah, that game is very annoying. $15 at GameStop used.
Yep, I can't.
Do you have a GameStop near
my
you?
PS no, I do, but my PS5 is
Oh, you don't have a disc version.
I don't have a disc version of the PS5.
Peasant.
I do,
Yep.
but I'd never.
Well, I mean, it's only it's $5 more to get it, so
Right.
whatever, worth it.
Yeah.
No, it ain't.
Trailer for Young Jedi Adventures. You guys watch that at all?
Yeah, I did. I saw the trailer. I asked my kids if they wanted to watch it. They said sure. So
yeah, so it's definitely a kid's show.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it by myself, but
No.
I have a kid, so that's my excuse to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it because it's Star Wars. You know, I'll watch anything Star
Right.
Wars.
I was flicking through the Disney Plus app and I pulled it up because it's showing on the home screen already, even though it's not out yet. It comes out on Star Wars Day, May 4th. And Arya was instantly like, "Oh, Star Wars. I love Star Wars." It's like, how the hell did you know that was Star Wars? Like, we've never watched anything Star Wars with you before. But somehow
you have a million Star Wars things in your house.
Don't mention
it. True.
But we were watching the end of Boba Fett yesterday, and it was so funny because like Baby Yoda's on. I almost said Baby Groot. Baby Yoda's on it, and when he's doing the Force and he's like, using his hand, Arya was holding her hand up and like trying to do the Force. It was so funny seeing that. Like, yeah, sorry, you ain't doing that.
So I mean, I feel like all kids do that weird shit. Like when you start getting into some like supernatural show, you try to do it. At one point, everybody has tried to do some weird ass shit.
Oh, I still do the thing when like I go to like a grocery
sliding glass
store,
doors.
the sliding glass door.
Same.
I still do that.
I always say I'll get the door for you, and
yeah, I still
every single
do
time,
that.
every single time.
We all do that shit. We've all, try to conjure up whether it's a superpower. Or try to go Super Saiyan. Everybody's done some weird ass shit in the house.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely guilty of it, and I'm not going to say I don't do it anymore. So, you guys ever? Okay. Hold up!
Get out of here! Get out of here, Gohan!
This brings a question up, and I need you guys to be honest with me right now.
Yeah.
In the shower, have you ever? I hope you know where I'm going with this. Had water coming down your arm and do the Spider-Man thing and have the water just shooting out?
Yeah. No, I didn't do that. But I pretend like I'd have the water come down, and with the water, like I guess coming down from my fingertips, I pretend those are like my water powers. I'd be like, "You're not ready. You're not ready. Get out of here, Gohan."
That or the Triple H or the Triple H thing where you spit the water.
I'm trying to think if I've done that. I've done that like with actual water. I don't think I've done that in the shower though. I don't think I've done it in the shower.
Yeah, I've done that in the shower.
I've done the Spider-Man
one. A little bit of water. you gotta.
Yeah, I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've done that in the shower. I've done that with actual water bottles. I've taken it and I'm gonna look around. Just, like I've done that, but I don't think I've done that in the shower.
The other good one that I've done has been like if you have the water, like if you have one of those showers where you can like turn the pressure up and down, like the heads. If you turn it all the way up and then you do the Kamehameha, you feel like the water's coming out. Oh, it's great. That's an amazing feeling.
I've done that.
Superpowers. Come on.
I just want superpowers. Give me something. I don't care what it is.
That's what I feel like. So just give me one part. You don't even have to do nothing crazy. Just give me something.
No,
one thing.
I'm sick of being a ditto.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
If I could have one superpower, that'd be tough.
So what's the one you would have picked as a kid? Like knowing you as a kid, what would you have picked Wolverine. As a kid, and then what would you pick?
The claws, which isn't even a superpower, but I wanted the claws. I had two friends, and when I lived in the trailer park, there was two friends I had, and we used to fight invisible people, and I was Wolverine, and but not only did I have claws coming out of my knuckles on my hand, I also had them coming out of my feet. So my favorite ability, this was like basically my finisher. I'd be on the swing set swinging, and I would just kick people with the clawed feet. Because obviously I'm a thick boy. I'm not jumping up and kicking people with it.
Boy.
So I was on the swing doing it. So the enemy
in the middle of a fight, you gotta be like, hold up. Let me run to the swing real quick.
We're taking this slide.
You up.
Get closer.
Push me.
Get closer.
The person behind me was super strengths pushing me to get me go faster.
And then you missed. That missed. Growing up, my power was definitely fire. That was always my one. I always wanted to just have it like cupped in my hand, like
yeah,
like throw it at someone, bitch. Just throw it right in the chest, but they can just take it like That was always my one growing up. And
I always thought that in Cyclops because of the glasses.
That now my power would be seeing to the future. because I'm a gambler now. So if I can just see like if I can see maybe like a minute into the future, that's all I need. I don't even need to see far, just like a minute and a half into the future. I go to the casino and fuck them up. I'm like, yeah, bet on black. That's what I'm talking about. The fuck I'm talking about. I mean, the fool.
Here's the one thing though. If you can see only a couple minutes into the future, you also have to do the "That's So Raven" look. Like you're gonna everyone's gonna know you're seeing into the future when it's happening. Yeah,
I'm like, hey, you might not want to go there.
Everyone's just gonna zoom in on your eye. Beautiful.
It's the future I can see.
Hey now, great now. Everything's gonna shake now. All right, here we go. Yeah, I would definitely. That's the one I'll go to now. Like, I don't even nothing crazy. I don't need to have super strength or super speed anymore. Just give me 2 minutes into the future. That's all I need.
I'd probably do teleportation is what I would do.
I think as a kid, mine was to be like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. I wanted to be like
who
him.
the fuck wants to be the Thing? That's the worst one I've ever heard. What the fuck? You want it to be you want to be made of bricks?
Thing. Yeah, and I was like, yuck. But then you said the Thing, just the big orange nigga, and I was like, oh shit. So you want to stay whatever? Like you want to look like that at all times? Because he couldn't change back. The only way he could change back is if the Hulk punched him so damn hard, he would go back to Ben Grimm.
Yeah, I wanted to be like super strong and like he could take a beating. Like that's what I wanted.
No amount of Viagra is making you the Thing. Just so
but the thing is, you could have just said super strict. He just said the Thing.
I want to be made of rocks.
I was odd as a kid. I'm odd now.
You know how terrible his life was. Like, he couldn't even like mess with his blind girlfriend.
Oh, you feel
remember
so
that?
good. I remember. Yeah, when she's feeling his face.
He said, "Nobody loves me." She's
now,
like,
if you could see me, you would.
I love you. You never looking at him.
Now I would say I want to live forever, like just to stay the same age.
Yeah.
Like live forever at the same age, like never, no aging.
Yeah, let me get 21-year-old me. I don't need to be now. I'll be kind of like, damn.
Well, yeah, younger me would be preferable, but I'll take now me. Where I'm at right now isn't the best, but I'll take it. It's better, probably going to be better than 40 or 50-year-old me.
Damone's the only one that gets injured doing podcasts, just so everyone knows.
So if you got bit like vampire style, and like vampires, you get bit, you stay that age forever. Like, how old would you be? Like we say, like 21.
I've never been bit by a vampire.
I would probably want to be like 23-ish, 24.
Yeah,
I'd probably say 25. We'll make it a rounded number. 25.
Yeah, like 25. 25 so I could rent a car if I needed to.
I mean, okay, so like, because technically you're still gonna age, so like you'd be like, okay, my birthday was and whatever it was. So
but
you're still gonna be
a
like,
vampire. You're not gonna go around being like, oh yeah, my birthday was June 10th, 1902. You're not gonna go around
like, wait a minute.
it.
I know you was born 92, but you still look 19. You don't get that. Like, no, I'm like body.
But I also feel like you gotta continuously move. Because eventually people are gonna catch on. Like, how come you're 60 years old but you still look?
I would just say black 20. Don't crack. That's all I was saying.
Everyone around you, all your friends are dying and old and gray, and you look exactly the same.
That's crazy. And look. Here's another thing too, though. You ever notice like the vampires are always rich? You never see no broke vampire.
They are always rich. But what debts do they have? They've been paying on them for 200 years.
If they just outlived everybody.
Yeah.
Because think about it, like you've outlived everybody. You could just take people's shit.
You open savings accounts that you let the interest
sense.
go for 400 years.
Hey, him saying you can take their shit, that makes a lot of sense. Because you're biting people up, biting people's necks. It makes sense. You rob them, you ain't gonna just leave them there and be like, oh, show them what to do about this money. Like, no, you already bit them. Go ahead and take that money too.
Right, and I'm alive for 200 years. I'd hope if you're alive for 200 years, I hope you're not broke.
And you had not one come up. Like you had not one come up. Golly, you just out here just living, just like do something. You're a terrible vampire.
You had like 4 lifetimes worth to get your shit together.
You need to work night shift. You need to go ahead and work the graveyard shift because you can do nothing with your life. Get a job.
Go to school or something. You should have a degree by this point.
So another TV show trailers dropping tomorrow for the Twisted Metal TV show. So
Yeah,
I was
saw
hoping
that.
it was going to drop today. IGN made a mistake saying it was dropping today, but it's actually dropping tomorrow. So
I saw
I'm
Papa Doc
very
was
excited to see a
the
trailer
main
for that.
character.
Yep, yeah, I seen the like movie poster or whatever that they did. So I'm
Who's the main
excited.
character?
So what?
Who's
I
the
can't
main
think of what his
character?
name is.
Papa Doc. The
Oh,
one
he's
from-
playing the main character.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. I honor the main character. He's at least on the cover. He was
Anthony
supported in the car.
Mackie.
Yep, that's his name, Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, so he's
Sounds
on the
like
cover.
Papa
They
Doc.
had the I can't remember what the vehicle's name is, but it's like the white box truck with the clown on the top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
So-
Sweet Tooth?
Sweet Tooth, yes. But
Those
yeah,
games
so
do not hold up. I try to replay
They
it
do
for
not.
the show, and I was like, this game is boring. As a
I think
kid, it was so
it
much
was
fun.
fire.
Growing up was so much fun. I tried to replay it for a stream, and I said, this shit is boring. I was like, guys, we're gonna end this shit.
You're doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping the show would be good though. I think they could make a good TV show around it.
Well, it's a very dark. It's
Yeah.
a very dark game. We just didn't realize. It's like, oh, we're just blowing up our cars and shit like that. But it's like this shit's dark. Like Sweet Tooth was on there. He was like a serial killer. Like,
Yeah.
like they had to get out of jail or some shit like that. And that was his way out. It was basically Death Race, but you shoot each other.
So hitting the theaters this weekend, we got, I think it's pronounced Sisu, maybe it's Sisu, not sure how you pronounce it. It's made by the people that made John Wick. Looks fucking phenomenal, and it's not in my AMC theater. I am furious. I was so excited to see that movie, and it's not in there. So I'm gonna have to drive to Buffalo to see it. But it's SISU. Watch the trailer for it. It looks fucking amazing.
That's so.
But George Foreman is in theaters this weekend, so I'm definitely going to see that.
When you said it, you said it too fast. And I thought you were about to say George Foreman was in it, and I was like,
No,
I'm like,
no,
why?
no. But George Foreman's also coming out this weekend, and I'm pretty pumped for that.
I do want to see that.
So
The only thing I'm worried about with that movie is it seems like it turns into just a Christian movie at one point. And
I mean, because the man got
it
beat
just-
so bad he found Christ. He said, "Let me go ahead and get my life together." Ali beat the dog. shit out
he
of
got
him.
beat. He got the shit beat out of him by a black Muslim till he found Jesus.
He beat him so bad he was bald headed and found Christ. Like, he's like, "Damn, let me go ahead and get my shit together."
That's the only thing that like I'm worried about with that movie. It just becomes like a Christian, like
I'm gonna be upset if that happens.
one of
You
those
think
movies.
Medea?
Yeah, it just becomes like a Medea movie where it's like, okay, we get it, God, Jesus. I just wanted to watch him knock people out.
Right. That's what I just want, like a good boxing movie. Like I know it's not gonna be Creed, but it's I'm hoping I can just make it through it. Like, don't.
He said, no pain, no pain. No pain.
If it turns into a Christian movie, I'm probably gonna leave. I can't do movies when they're overly religious.
Even if it's like a villain religion, you know what I'm saying? Like the villain's overly religious. That makes sense. Where they kind of use it for evil, like kind of
like there's superheroes fighting Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, that'd be awful. That'd be crazy. I'd watch it. That'd be crazy.
I'd watch it.
The Mist, she was like ridiculously use a lot of Stephen King movies now. Think about it, where the person's like overly religious and they're like, the God told me to do this, and he's like trying to take you out. Would you watch it if that was the case?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but not like
when it becomes like preachy.
There was a movie. So there was a movie that I watched that. Very good movie, and then the ending pissed me off so bad. It was a baseball movie. I forgot what the name of it was, but it's a baseball movie where this kid is like
Angels in the Outfield.
Nope, no, it's one you've definitely never heard of.
He's an angel. He has to go back to heaven. Like, he has to go back.
Nope, it's definitely one you've never heard of. But this kid is like going to be the next big baseball player, and he injures his arm, and then his dad dies, and so he quits playing baseball, goes to work on his dad's farm. Some other guy shows up to help. His arm ends up healing. He becomes good at baseball again, and at the end of the movie, it's found out that the guy is Jesus that was working on the farm with him. I was like, God damn it! Why do you have to do that?
Is it full count?
It might be full count. But I was furious. Like, it is
I
full
think
count.
it is. And
Yep.
An unfortunate series of events forces Milton Young to give up his dream of playing baseball and return home to the town he fought hard to escape.
This is new. This is 2019.
Yeah,
This is new.
it's a good movie, but the end it was just like, God damn it! Then what do they do? Like the John 3:16, you know, not actually that, but you know, like they do that with the crosses and shit at the end. I'm like, what? Like, where did this come from? This man just had superpowers and fixed his arm. He like touched his wrist and it was cured.
It's like
Jesus power. That's my power. I want to be able to heal everything just touching it.
If it's out of nowhere, that'll throw me off. That'll throw me off.
What,
I do want to see Jehovah's Witnesses now, though. Like
Jehovah's Witnesses getting fucked up by the Hulk or the thing would be sweet.
Jehovah's Witnesses. I want that to be a horror movie.
Just a horror
the only
movie.
thing they're witnessing is their
Coming to your
death.
door.
That's the title.
They're coming to your door. You cannot escape them.
We could definitely write that movie.
Witnesses.
I'm down. I'm down.
And then you hear a knock at the door like,
Hello?
That's,
That's the beginning of it. That's the trailer. Like you just hear the knock at the door.
hello.
Coming soon. So the other movie this weekend, Return of the Jedi, is in theaters this weekend. I'm going to IMAX to see it. I'm fucking pumped. I've never seen it in theaters. I'm so excited to see it in theaters.
I don't want to see an old ass movie in there. Like as far as like the Star Wars movies were, I don't want to see an old ass movie from the 70s in theaters. That shit would be awful to look at. Like especially now we got high definition.
I don't care.
You got to see how ugly Luke Skywalker is, like all in your face. Luke Skywalker is a very ugly man.
He is not.
Hey, we're not going to do that to Mark Hamill.
And then this Return of the Jedi is the third one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when he had that car accident and he was looking all fucked up. Yeah, he's gonna look terrible. Yeah, that's gonna be nasty. Seeing him get mad, trying to fight back, like it's like, oh, that'd be nasty to see. No, I don't want to see that.
It's for the 40-year anniversary.
It's wild.
Damn,
It's
really is
that
40 years.
damn old.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Other movies that are going to come out before, you know, the next episode that we do, Guardians of the Galaxy is next week, May 5th. So pretty pumped to see that. It looks like it's an origin story for Rocket Raccoon though. So that was,
I didn't even.
That sounds interesting.
He is the best character in there, if we're gonna be honest.
That makes me more interested to watch it.
If you watch the trailers, like there's definitely scenes where it's like today's Guardians of the Galaxy, but it almost seems like the premise of the movie is the origin story of Rocket Raccoon.
I gotta go back and watch it. I don't remember the trailer like that.
There's a couple trailers, but there's like it's not just because there's that one scene, but I feel like the villain's gonna be the dude that probably created Rocket Raccoon. I'm gonna throw that out there. It's gonna be like an X-Men Origins Wolverine. One of those where he's going to kill the guy that made him. That's what it seems like. That from the trailers, that's what I have predictions on.
Anything but those. Honestly, every Wolverine movie we had was just straight Wolverine was ass. Besides Logan, and
Logan's so good.
And I think Logan was low key overrated. If we're gonna be honest, just low key. Not all.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it in black and white like Rocky.
That's still hilarious that you thought Rocky was in black and white.
It wasn't the fact like if he was just like, hey, no, I think Rocky was in black and white. He was like, no, I know. I was like, bro, this is one of my favorite movies ever.
I fought it so hard that I went and got it and put it in my Xbox to make sure, and it was in color. I was pissed.
And we were like, no.
We've watched this movie probably combined 100 times.
Oh, I know for a fact it's more than that. I know for a fact it's more than that.
Yeah. I know this shit ain't in black and
The
white.
first one maybe. I'll take that back. The first one I will probably 100 times.
The first
2,
one I
3, and
watched
4.
I've
seen probably a
2,
million
3, and
times.
4. Like I've probably seen 100 times on my own.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He's like, I know. We were like, you don't.
Nope.
Just a quick note here. Spider-Man movies are on Disney Plus now, which is great for doing full watch throughs of Disney or Marvel movies now,
Yeah, they
because you
should've
can
been did
watch Spider-Man. That was annoying when you were doing watch throughs and they just weren't on there, so you had to pop in the DVD or whatever you had to do to watch it.
I think Captain America
I need
wasn't
to
on there
watch
either.
those.
I think because
Captain America's on there.
It's on there because
They had everything besides Spider-Man because it's Sony.
Yeah, I was about to say 'cause Stars and I think it was Stars and Showtime. One of them, okay, I got them both. They had the Spider-Mans and they had Captain America's. That's why I was like, Captain America's not on there, but I guess they are. It was on both for some reason.
Yeah. And then trailers dropped for a few movies. So Aquaman, I don't know if you guys are into Aquaman, but it looks pretty good. Amber Heard's in it. I didn't think Amber Heard was going to be in it, but Amber Heard's in it.
They really pushed for her to be in it, and that's why, like, I was very vocal about that. And I was like, this is bullshit that Jonathan Majors was taken out due to fucking he say she say, but she's still in there, and they're like, look,
she shit on Johnny Depp's pillow.
Fucked his fingers up. They're like, yeah, I fucked him up, and I shit on his bed. Now what? Like, golly.
Yeah. But yeah, that looks pretty good. The new Flash trailer I touched on a little bit earlier, but that movie's going to be my movie of the year.
That movie looks really good.
So fucking.
When does that one come out?
June 16th. We're going for our birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, especially they brought back the original Batman for that. They brought back Michael Keaton for that.
Yep.
He is in my opinion the second best Batman on screen. Second best. Christian Bale's number one. Then
Christian Bale is number one. Thank you. I was hoping you were gonna say that.
I agree. I agree. Bale 1, Keaton 2. What's his name that just did it for the Batman? Robert Pattinson. Yeah, Pattinson 3.
I gotta watch it again. I've only seen it one time.
I need to watch it again too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like only got one watch, so I got
the one watch, and the one watch was fire. It was heat.
I'll watch it again tonight. We'll see. Hunger Games. I don't know if you guys watched those, but the prequel movie's coming out. They dropped the trailer today, and it looks so good. I got the book for it. I haven't read it yet, but it's for you guys that don't know, the Hunger Games movie that's coming out is based off the newest book, which is the start of Hunger Games. So this movie is going to be the first ever Hunger Games.
Zero.
Exactly.
I saw
Peter Dinklage is in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I saw that he's in it. Like he's like the main villain.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage in it. Like the second I seen him, I was like, "Fuck yes, I love
Peter
him."
Dinklage. Is that the little person?
Yes.
And he's. I ain't gonna say that. That's wild.
Can you try to get himself canceled?
I'm not gonna say that, but that's wild. That's all I'm gonna say. That's wild. Is he competing?
We support short.
No, he's not competing.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's why I like.
Do we know that yet?
He's the creator, according to the trailer. Like he's the creator of the Hunger Games.
Maybe maybe he's the first winner too.
All right,
maybe that'd be wild.
Okay, see, look, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm trying not to.
He just hid behind a tree.
He has a rocket launcher. Everyone else has just a piece of rope.
I'd rather him just create it and be in the background than him competing. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna take me out of it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'd rather him just. I'm not gonna take that movie seriously if he does.
Craven, the trailer dropped for that, but it is not a trailer available to the public yet. It was only at one of the cons, and you were not allowed to have your phone in there, so there's no like footage of it or anything. I tried looking all over the place. There's nothing. It's supposed to be the most bloody and gory Marvel movie, and it's apparently extremely rated R. So I'm very interested to see actually how gory that is. I want to see the trailer for it really bad. I was trying very hard to find.
I tried to look for it, and I found Craven the Coochie Hunter, and I was like,
"Shit, you got that link?"
This ain't the one I was looking.
I'll watch that tonight too.
After 8 times of watching that trailer, I said, "This ain't the one I was looking for."
This ain't the blood that they promised me.
It was
Wait a minute,
gory.
this isn't right.
It was definitely gory, but not.
This isn't the right thing. They got me.
So we just got a couple things left to talk about, but Star Wars Day. Do you guys have any plans for Star Wars Day? That's coming up.
Working.
You guys
Yeah, I was
do
gonna
anything
say-
for it?
No.
I'm probably gonna be chilling, working.
I always try to watch as many Star Wars movies as I can on Star Wars Day. Like I'll be working too, but like I always try to just watch as many Star Wars movies as I can.
I don't think I've ever done anything Star Wars.
No, I'll just tell
Like, for
everybody
that
like
day.
May the 4th be with you and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever
Oh,
done
I'm doing that, but I'm also
anything like
I haven't even said
specifically
that.
to Star Wars for
okay.
Star Wars Day. My anniversary is also the next day, and like when
He's somewhere
when we got
You
married, we
You got
didn't-
married on Cinco de Mayo.
Here's the
and not
thing, we
Star
didn't-
Wars Day.
Here's the thing.
That's
We started,
fucked up.
here's the thing. We started dating, so our dating anniversary is Star Wars Day.
That's cool.
Our marriage anniversary is Cinco de Mayo.
That's dumb.
But we didn't realize it was Cinco de Mayo until like 2 years after we already been married, and we're like, "Oh yeah, it's fucking Cinco de Mayo." That was not planned. We
What
had
did-
no idea.
What did you guys do for your first anniversary? Like you just didn't realize it was Cinco de Mayo?
Nope, didn't realize.
Why
That's
do you have
insane.
I think
so many
I think-
taco deals going on. What's
didn't even didn't register for like.
You guys
at
want to
least
go out
a
for
year.
Mexican? Why?
It didn't register for like a year or two.
So why
That
am I
like
craving this?
it was Cinco de Mayo. Like didn't register. That's what our anniversary is.
You said your
That's
first
insane.
date. You said your first date was on a Star
It
Wars
was
Day.
Star Wars Day. The
You
reason
got married
we
the day
didn't get-
after you guys
we
met.
got
That's what's up,
not
though.
the
Ah!
actual day. But we didn't get married on the 4th because the 4th was a Friday and the 5th was a Saturday.
Cares?
So it
Move
was
it to next
easier
year.
to do. It was easier to just do it on the 5th.
You just gotta move it to the next year at that point. If you're planning it like that.
You got lucky. You had sex with a stormtrooper helmet on. It just
All right, so TCG news, just a couple quick little things to touch on. So record-setting Pokemon card sold. So it's a trophy Pikachu from a Japan tournament from back in the day. $300,000. That's insane.
That is crazy.
A Pokemon card for $300,000. I don't know. Like I see these cards sell, and I'm always wondering what it's like to be on both ends of that transaction. To be like, I'm selling a fucking piece of cardboard for $300,000. Or be the person that's like, I'm paying $300,000 for a piece of cardboard.
I got fuck around money.
I can see me on the side being like, "Hey, I'm going to take this money," but not being like, "That card, there you go." It's like,
I want to know what those people do for work. I want to know who those people are that are just
Well,
like,
some of them are one of the Paul brothers, usually Logan.
yeah,
Or people who are just rich, like they're billionaires and like throwing $300,000 is
oh, a
like
Pikachu sale. You say I'm
Yeah.
interested. Fucking Team
Like-
Rockets there, Jesse and
I
James.
was gonna say, why you make it sound like Jesse?
like $300,000 is nothing to them.
Hey,
Like,
you
if
know
you're-
what's funny
like, if-
though? If you go to sell it and it's like Jesse and James, they're like
Steal
in
it?
disguise. They're like
Did
in
they steal the
disguise.
card during the sale? Oh my god!
Bruh, it's clearly them, but they got like a big ass
James.
mustache. Both of them, they're like, yes, I want to buy the Pikachu card. Yes, yes. It's like, bro, I know who
That
you
would be
are.
insane. That would be the
That would be
greatest heist of
crazy.
all
That
time
would
if
be.
someone did that. They're just at a Pokemon convention stealing Pikachu cards. That would be so fucking hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Team Rocket blasting off.
Last thing off again. They just walk away. It is real life.
Meow, that's right.
They actually have a cat with them.
Cat with them.
It's Peter Dinklage and a cat outfit.
It's the Paul brothers and Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that's right. The deep ass voice he got.
God, I
Yeah,
hate that.
that's right. By
Um,
the way, check out Hunger Games Zero. Stay hungry.
stay
That's just-
hungry.
That's the advertisement for it.
Oh god.
Where I won the first Hunger Games.
And created it.
Using this Pikachu here.
Bro, I really pictured now, like you got me thinking he won. I'm thinking about him just being in a tree, just jumping down, like, fucking people up.
It's possible. Don't put it past them. Um,
Now I low-key want to see it. I'm gonna watch that. I've never seen. I think I've only seen the first Hunger Games.
they're
I'm gonna
good.
go see this
I
new
like
one.
them.
This is the first time I'm gonna skip all the movies and go straight to the last one. Just
It's
to see
okay
if
to
he
do
wins.
that though, because this is technically the first one now.
It's the prequel.
Yeah, but it's gonna be callbacks. They're like, oh yeah, you had to have seen this one to get that joke
Callbacks
whatever.
or
Call
flash
forward.
forward. What's it? Flash forward? I don't know. Word.
Disney's coming out with a card game, like a TCG game. So like Pokemon Magic where you could battle and stuff. I watched a little bit of gameplay on it. Seems weird. I don't think it's going to last long, but
Probably not.
when there's like aggro Goofy decks and counter Mickey decks and stuff like that, it's called Lorcana. I don't know where they got that name from. I don't know what Lorcana is, but that's the name of it.
You had me
No,
want to get
I think
Lord of
it'll
the
be one
Rings.
of those things that like won't last, but then like 10
The
years
card
from
will
now,
be worth so
the
much.
cards will be like worth like $100,000 for this Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah, I might, depending on the price, I might buy like a box of it and just keep it sealed. But
Right.
who knows? And then the only other card thing I wanted to touch on, I don't know if you guys seen this at all, but so there was Magic the Gathering. There was a guy on YouTube that opened up a box of the new Magic the Gathering set that doesn't come out until May 12th. It has not been leaked by like the company or anything. They accidentally shipped a box to a card store of 22 cases of this new Magic set. They have not shown any like pictures of the cards or anything. The dude got a hold of one of his customers, said, "Hey, I got the new Magic set that's not out yet." The guy came, bought 22 boxes of it, opened it on YouTube, and Wizards of the Coast, who owns Magic the Gathering, sent Pinkerton agents to the guy's house.
They said agents.
That's
Pinkerton
wild.
agents.
I didn't even realize they were still using them.
I didn't either, but they sent these guys to this man's house because he made a YouTube video of cards that aren't out yet.
I thought Pinkerton agents like stopped in like 1920. Like I thought we stopped doing that.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
It's official though. Like I thought that it was a joke. It's legit. They
Imagine
confirmed
being
it.
there, you just got done shooting the video. Like, yeah, that was a good one. All of a sudden, you hear, yeah, he's like, yeah, he's on the move. He's on the move. He's like, what the fuck? He's on the move. Yeah, he's right there.
The guy said it wasn't that long after that they showed up. Like he wants to sue them because like really it's not his mistake. They shipped out the cards on accident.
Right.
But to send Pinkerton agents over cardboard again. I'm a huge TCG person, but it's cardboard.
He was about to get got.
He was gonna get killed.
Here's the thing about that, though. Here's the thing about that.
Take the video
It
down, or we take your life.
hands. It touches too many hands before it gets there to be like, damn, we fucked up. It's like there should have been a stop somewhere where it's stop the package.
So
there should have been a stop somewhere.
So the way that cards are shipped out is it's a huge just brown box, and then they're all inside the brown. Like I don't know, because you can buy, your packs, then you have your booster boxes, then you have your other set of boxes, and then that box is also inside of another box. So there's like different ways to purchase it. So you don't know because it's under so many layers of boxes because of the way that they distribute it.
Tracking number, they scan it and everything. It's like, hey, stop that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they knew until this man posted the YouTube. I watched the YouTube video before these Pinkerton agents went to it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. This guy got these cards. And then I seen memes of it like a day later. And I was like, what are these Pinkerton agents? Like, I don't understand these memes right now. And I looked it up and I was like, holy shit. Wizards of the Coast really confirmed that they sent Pinkerton agents to pick up these cards from this man. They were going to kill him.
I'm still shook that they're still around. I literally thought like that. Like I knew they were a thing, like in the late, like the 1800s. Like I knew that was a huge thing in America. I knew in the like early 1900s because like the gangsters and stuff like that. But I thought like 1950s ish, 1960s, like they just disappeared. They stopped using them. Because like we got real actual police agencies and stuff. Like, we got real cops.
They had the gun on them. They was like they did a warning shot like God. They was like
yeah, I didn't realize that was still a thing.
And it was like his ass with a musket. It was like
insane. That's the craziest thing I've seen all week. I was like,
I'm gonna go apply. I wonder when they're hired.
The Pinkertons, you ain't getting hired.
Probably not.
Yeah, you are not getting hired.
That's crazy.
The only thing you ever shot was an inhaler.
I imagine they had a top hat.
True.
Yeah, they definitely showed up in suits with top hats.
Oh yeah, they
The
definitely
gun was
wearing,
inside the
suits.
cane.
They said, "Come hither, come hither." It's like, why are you
Give us
talking
thou
like
cards.
this? Give us that card.
Okay, and then the last thing I want to mention, which is news that I think is almost as crazy as that, Call of Duty's not releasing a game this year, a video game this year. They're coming out with a board game instead.
I've seen Call of Duty board games already.
I'm trying to see how that would work.
They have not really released any information on it besides that it's going to be like a cooperative board game, but this is the first time that they haven't made a video game in a year. Normally they rotate between their creators and do it every single year. They confirmed they weren't doing that and then did a teaser trailer for a board game. I was like,
That's
what
weird.
What the fuck is this?
It's like you're trying to pick up the card. It's like, okay, you pick it up. It's like UAV. Like, damn it. UAV.
You get teabagged.
Fuck.
So damn it, okay. Got me.
Yeah,
They call you the N-word.
You've been no-scoped again. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. It seems like a horrible idea. They're going to be so pissed that they did that. They're probably going to release a bunch of content that costs money because of that.
I'm surprised they just didn't do just redo one of the old games.
Right. Just
Yeah.
Why are we making a board game? People barely even play board games nowadays. No one gets together to do anything.
Who's gonna break that out? It's like, hey guys, what you guys?
You guys want to come over and play Call of Duty? Oh, which one? The board.
We got Call of Duty. Like, no, we got the board games.
Like, no, you don't want to play Warzone? No, we're playing Call of Duty Monopoly.
Let's go. We got this. We got a game night.
I'm gonna beat you. Like,
we're gonna play Clue. No, we're gonna play Monopoly. No, we're gonna hit up this Call of Duty, son.
Bruh, a Monopoly Call of Duty is wild. Really think that's crazy.
It's not even a Monopoly. It's like a
thing.
Yeah, it's probably a thing. There's so many different Monopolies.
You go there, it says you collect. You're on the A spot now. Like
you're capturing A.
You must be captured A.
Yeah, it's just strange. Though I was like, that is such a weird take to like make a cooperative Call of Duty board game. But whatever.
Okay,
that's what they want to do.
There isn't a Monopoly. Well, nope, there is. There's a Monopoly Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yep.
I knew there would be.
There's a Monopoly for everything.
Yeah, there is. There's one for My Hero Academia.
I have probably 10 or 11 Monopoly boards at least.
I have 3. I have Monopoly, Monopoly Junior, and I had NFL Monopoly that came out when I was a kid.
I have regular Monopoly. I have Monopoly Cheaters, and then I think I had the electronic banking.
I got those 3. I got Dragon Ball Z, Game of Thrones, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Mandalorian, a normal Star Wars one.
I had the
Game
Star
of Thrones
Wars
one
too.
The Game of Thrones one. Every time you pass go, it plays the Game of Thrones theme song.
Nice.
Mario Kart, Overwatch. I literally have so many fucking Monopolies. It's disgusting. Me and Abby, our anniversary used to be buying a Monopoly board and playing Monopoly in a hotel room. So strange. But
you are strange man. But that sounds fire. I love Monopoly.
Same.
I hate Monopoly. I'm the opposite. I can't stand Monopoly. Worst board game ever.
Go board game.
I hate it. It's life. Life is the best board game ever.
It's just I would need to play through my entire life already. I'm already doing it. I'm
it's
losing.
fun though. You just like, damn.
I'm losing.
I got another kid. You just saw me like
that. The only time I've ever hated Monopoly was when me and my friends had an idea of making a figure 8 with 2 of the same boards, and that shit took so long.
That would be crazy.
Oh no, because Monopoly already takes forever. when we used to play, we're like, all right, bro, we're done. We tap out.
Yeah, doing a figure 8, not a good idea. Unless you like it's the height of COVID and you have nothing to do, you're not allowed to leave the house. That's the only time I would have done that. That's the only acceptable time to do that.
I still would have been like, all right, y'all, I'm out.
Disgusting.
That sounds awful.
But so that's all the news for this week. If you guys want to drop your plugs, go ahead. Damone, you want to start?
You can follow me on Twitter and the TikTok at dumbmoney213. It's DAMONEY T the number 1 the number 3. And you can follow the T13 Media TikTok at T13 Media.
Kenny?
Or T13.
You can find me on all social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. You can find the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube's, and we have a football podcast on there as well called Unbiased. Go check that out. And then we have a Hood Movie Review podcast. We're not a podcast, just Hood Movie Review thing. Where's Hood Movie Review? So definitely go check that out.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time.